TNickelss ruined his life with one video.
Have you ever found yourself mindlessly scrolling on TikTok and you come across a creator who is actually kind of funny and piques your interest in their content, so you end up following them, but out of nowhere you see an unexpected TikTok on their page which turns out to be the creator admitting to messaging an underage minor, and the reason why you didn't notice it in the first place was because TikTok recommended a video from a couple months back, and him being accused of messaging a minor on Discord was more recent. So is that just me? Well, I guess you're wondering what I'm talking about. Well, on TikTok, I kept stumbling across this account named TNickelss. On this account, he posts a slew of different content, from reacting to followers' ringtones to reacting to their struggle meals. TNickelss to me was seemingly one with his community.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, when it comes to like creators like TNickelss, etc., like the ones that do the, like their content creation is like strictly based off their community, to be honest. TNickelss had the funniest, like at least top 5 funniest communities.
And had a decently sized following, having over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube and having over 300,000 followers on Twitch. And I enjoyed his content whenever it popped up on my For You page on TikTok. This was up until a snippet of a longer video where TNickelss tries to defend himself about allegations was posted to his account, or so I thought it was his TikTok account. But after the allegations broke out about TNickelss' TikTok account with over 2.5 million followers was banned from the platform. But the video was posted onto a different TNickelss account. I'm assuming a TikTok account that was trying to spread the message about Tyler and the allegations against him. Anyways, the video in question was posted on March 17th, 2024. In it, TNickelss tries to justify how the victim was going to college to become a nurse. But right after that statement, he quickly admits that he was 20 years old and she was 17 years old.
Like I said, in that mindset, I was 20, she was 17. We were 7, I was 20, she was 17.
After he stated that he didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable and how he never felt like he made her feel uncomfortable during their conversations, he'd finish this snippet up by saying that if she told him she felt uncomfortable, then he would have stopped. He also states that he's going to stop posting and
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I've been watching a lot of Gideon recently, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying he's one of those, but like when motherfuckers be like, yo, I'm not gonna do it no more, I'm not gonna do it no more, they be cap. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Streaming for a while to, quote, focus on himself. But focusing on himself only lasted a little over a week before posting onto his channel once again. But before leaving his channel and live streaming, he'd upload a Google slideshow to try and defend himself from the pedo and grooming allegations, stating that the victim was almost always the one to bring up wanting to be in a relationship with him and how he kept trying to ignore her. He continued to say that he, quote, was not blaming B for anything, just making that clear. But during the slideshow, only showed the evidence against B and never really showed the interactions between her and him. It seemed like he was taking these messages out of context to try and back his claims that,
I mean, like, even, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, even if she was on your dick though, like, unfortunately, like, no matter, not unfortunately, whoa, but no matter, she on your dick, whatever, still though, like, the legal, it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying?
B was the one to initiate the conversation all the time. I'll give my opinion on this response a little bit later in the video. But in the replies to this tweet, people were clowning him, saying things like, you made a Google slideshow, you're so beyond cooked, man, GG. And 20 and 17 is where you should have stopped. While there were some people defending him, there was one piece of evidence that Tyler didn't want to show, so someone else did. The reply in this tweet wrote, you forgot to include the R-word threats, to which someone replied with,
what? Yo, no way that screenshot is real. I do not remember that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do not remember that one.
That's 100% very weird, but it doesn't look like a threat. It'd be better with more context. But just a few days later, that same person would reply and say, never mind, this guy is cooked, lock his ass up. After this initial tweet that Tyler shared with a link to the Google slideshow, he'd follow the tweet up with another tweet saying, regarding my last tweet, I know I defended myself more than addressing most things that have been said by the victim. I just wanted some things to be clear. I'm taking full responsibility for my inappropriate actions with a minor. I should have
Bro, like, the last thing, holy, like, addressing and minor in the same statement, is like the craziest shit to put on Twitter.
It down way earlier. Once again, I'm sorry to the victim, staff, supporters, and anyone else that was involved. Taking time, reflecting on my actions, as well as holding myself accountable. Once again, thanks for all the support and for changing my life. Now, that last part of the tweet was a bit concerning and seemed like he didn't truly understand the severity of his actions. Saying thank you for all the support and for changing my life just seems like he's already thinking about coming back like nothing ever happened. Actually, where have I heard this one before?
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them do this. Like a lot of YouTubers that end up in like sticky situations. I don't know if I worded that correctly, but a lot of them, what they will do is like they'll take like a 2-month break and then they'll come back and go back to posting like nothing ever happened. Like, I mean, shit, we didn't forget, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the allegations or, you know, whatever, they're still out there. It's just, you know, it's crazy.
Thank you guys again for 40K followers. It means a lot to me, but this is not why I'm here. I need to talk to you guys for a bit. This is my apology video.
What the fuck is this?
So for anyone out there, I just want to say I'm sorry. And I did not mean to be creepy in any way. I just wanted to be a nice person and to sing for her. And I did not know that she was 14. She didn't tell me her age.
Alright, well, he's saying that she didn't say the age, but singing for a 14-year-old is crazy, bro. Take him off the map.
So it was wrong of me to do that. So I just want to say I'm sorry. And hopefully you guys can appreciate it and accept my apology.
Now, even though this video and the tweets defending himself seem random and out of nowhere, these allegations didn't just come out of thin air. The victim in this situation posted an anonymous TikTok video. In it, they showed messages between them and TNickelss. These messages between the two were terrible, talking about going rounds and other sexual things and how he groomed her into doing those sexual acts. In the messages, Tyler would also tell her to hurry up and
what? Going rounds? Yo, what do you mean by that?
graduate so he could fly her out. This was from B herself, and before anyone comments, those messages could be doctored. There were no cuts in the video.
For him since February 2023. Before I was a mod, I was a huge fan of his, and we became friends after he chose me as a mod. As a minor, I'd like to keep my privacy, and also in case I get accused of doing this for attention, so I'll go by B. I will also quickly talk about other bad things he said and did besides grooming me. The grooming started in early September 2023 when me and Tyler were playing a Roblox gambling.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but how the fuck does this shit even happen? Like, how does this happen? I'm so confused on how this
Game
happened.
called Crash. When talking about the game, he said he kept pulling out early and I joked that I wouldn't pull out of him. He then said, oh, but if I were to say that, I'd be wrong. Here is proof of him mentioning when he said that.
Oh, he's cooked. I was just about to say, how are you 100% sure this is him? Yeah, that's him. Screen recording and everything. Yeah, he's fried. Damn, the YouTube and the Twitch connected too. Yeah, that's him.
I thought it was okay, which I will explain next, and just jokes, so I told him I don't mind. That's when sexual jokes between us started, and either that night or another night. It's difficult to remember exactly when. We had finished playing Roblox late at night and we were just in our beds. Since we had made sexual jokes, it led to him coercing me into masturbating on call while he told me how he wanted me to do it. After that night, we had sex, masturbating together on a call.
I don't even want to hear what I think I just heard. Bro.
A total of 7 more times after that. All of those times.
7 times? Bro, 7 times is crazy.
Being nowhere near me turning 18, I'm still 17. Here is proof. We would call each time we had sex as rounds.
No fucking way.
Tyler also tried to make actual plans to fly me out. Here are the 2 videos that best show proof of his pedophilia. All my videos of proof have no edits or cuts, and I show that it's his account. You can't link a Twitch account to Discord if you don't have the login.
Yeah, she came in with all the
Then,
fucking...
a tweet was released
all
showing
the
even more
proof.
damning evidence against Tyler.
All
The
the
tweet read,
receipts.
"Here's some of the proof that got deleted by TNickelss about @TNickelss being a groomer and a pedo. Credit to TNickelss Discord server manager. Sorry for posting it here, it's just for the people who missed them." This post showed the Discord manager exposing Tyler right before Tyler went on to delete the Discord server. The manager's message to the Discord read, "21-year-old Tyler Nichols is a pedophile."
Oh, he wiped the whole Discord server? I mean, at that point, you're fried. Yeah, there's quite literally nothing else you could do. I mean, shit.
And groomer, amongst other things, who groomed one of his mods that is a minor. We have outstanding raw evidence that cannot be disproven whatsoever that is attached below. The victim also has way more evidence saved and wants to remain anonymous. Feel free to save all of this and share before he wakes up and attempts to cover it up. And as you may have guessed it, Tyler tried to cover it up once he woke up.
What do you mean saved? Like, evidence saved? Why don't you just post it all? Doesn't make sense. I mean, he's already fried, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? But why do you have evidence saved? Why don't you just post it? I don't get it. Secondly, what the fuck is on my screen? This gotta be the nastiest lunch eats ever. This looks like school food. Actually, you can't even call this school food. This is prison food. What the hell is on his plate?
Tyler posted a now deleted video trying to defend himself. This video was a snippet which I mentioned earlier in the video, but it's now deleted off of his YouTube account. But what I was able to gather through TikTok clips and other reactions was that Tyler admitted to deleting the Discord server because after the allegations came out, in his words, the Discord was nuked. But he states that he shouldn't have deleted it because now it looks like he only deleted it to stop the spread of allegations.
I'm just gonna start from yesterday, and we'll just...
That's probably not cap though. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably just bad timing. I'll give him that one. That's probably just bad timing.
continue on from there. And I'm just gonna try to, you know, give a timeline basically. So initially, I did delete the Discords. I deleted both Discords, one with 160,000 members and the other one with 20,000 members.
Damn, that is a lot of fucking members. Bro, secondly, who the fuck has time out of their day to nuke a Discord server? You gotta be so fucking unemployed. Now for the, you know, whatever hackers, whatever in the future, don't nuke my shit. Like, if I ever do make a Discord server, don't nuke my shit, cause I ain't deserve it. But how unemployed do you have to be to do some shit like this? Like,
I woke up, I was being spammed, I was seeing all these messages just being spammed and posted, and the server was pretty much nuked. At that point, you really can't recover a server. I tried to delete a few roles to, you know, get them to stop, like the people, the mods that did that, but it didn't work, so I just deleted the Discords. I probably shouldn't have deleted the Discords, but I just, you know, I didn't want to deal with that at the time, so I just deleted the Discords.
He'd then go on to speak about the relationship he had with B, and how he never wanted to make her feel uncomfortable, and how the interactions were always mutual.
Like I said, in that mindset, I was 20, she was 17. I thought everything was genuine. I never once thought that I was making her uncomfortable or anything like that. And if anything would have been said, like, all she had to do was bring up, hey, you know, I don't want to talk like that, then it would have just been back to normal. I would have never done anything like that. So this you know, I just want to apologize to anyone that, you know, has been subscribing to me for a long time, to any content creators that's probably getting awkward because, you know, chat's gonna bring it up. So just to anyone, I just want to apologize, and, you know, I hope this maybe helps. If not, I'm not asking anyone to forgive me, but I'm just saying, I just want to clear things up and make things known. So yeah.
Of course, because
this shit is actually so sad because, like, I used to watch Bro crazy, and like I said earlier, his community was funny as hell. So like, watching his videos were like so fucking funny, but this shit is actually sad as hell.
a large part of this apology is missing from the internet because he ended up deleting it, there are some parts that are missing. But to be honest, it wasn't really an apology video. And people started clowning the video, especially in the beginning, where Tyler starts the video off with, "Yo, what's up everybody?" making it seem not as serious as everyone is making the issue out to be. And this was a tale for everything Tyler did. Even with so much evidence against him, he kept acting as if it was no big deal to him. The only time he seemed even even slightly remorseful was in a quote tweet where Tyler writes, "I brought it up just to show that wasn't my intentions. I forgot to remove the socials. Can I honestly just be left alone? I'm banned on TikTok. I've lost 7k subs, 4k on Twitch, death threats, and doxing. Source of income is gone. I understand what I did was wrong. I admitted to it. You got what you wanted, now just let me be." Which once again doesn't seem like he truly understands what he did was wrong. To say "you got what you wanted" at the end of the tweet was odd because no one wanted to see his career die off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think he somewhat understands like what the situation is. If you really dig like deep down, I'm gonna let the video play out, but it's not the craziest situation. But I don't think he understands the entirety of the situation, and he's just like trying to. Let me just finish the video.
He dug his own grave by speaking to a minor, even though he knew the ramifications of his actions, but he just didn't care. After his apology was posted just 12 days later, Tyler posted a video onto his YouTube channel titled "Something Different." Now, before I even get into this video, I wanted to speak about how quick it was for Tyler to come back to the platform, even after stating that he was going to be taking some time off.
There's some shit that pisses me off because as a YouTuber, Twitch creator, whatever that the person is doing, when they do some fucked up shit and then they take a break and they come back, no matter how short or how long it is, somebody's always gonna say some shit. I'm not talking like directly to this dude right here, but like, say for instance, like YouTuber do something crazy, they take 2 years and then they come back. Oh, this 3 years, this 2 months, 6 months. It doesn't matter how long they take. Somebody's gonna say something, so just do whatever the fuck you want.
To reflect on his actions. Obviously, 12 days is not that long to reflect on your actions, and it didn't seem sincere. It seemed like Tyler was only posting again because, like he said, he had no source of income. And maybe he thought that the whole thing would just blow over in just about a week. But this video was pretty terrible. In it, he tries to act like someone who is wise, and during the video, he sits down at a table and speaks to the camera and states how he has never been happy with the content he makes, and how he wants to start posting videos that he likes, even if the views are lower than average. And after this, there's no lie, maybe 4 to 6 minutes of straight filler content to get the video to exactly 8 minutes for mid-roll ads.
Haven't really been online too much. I haven't been reading, I haven't been using my phone at all. No TikTok, no.
I'm not trying to be that guy because like everybody has interest in everything. But who the fuck is generally gonna sit down and watch somebody just sit down and talk? Wait. Nah, not like that though. Like I'm talking about like what he's doing. Like he's quite literally just sitting down outside and just talking about life and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know, like, I mean, I'm sitting down, but like that's like a whole nother thing. You feel me? Like it's not the same thing.
No Instagram, no Twitch, YouTube. I've been staying off everything, man. You know, I've been doing this for about 2 years now. And I kind of just realized that I was never really happy with what I was creating. And I was always kind of just doing it because, you know, people showed up. People showed up, I'm just going to do it, you know. But stepping back, I realized that I want to focus on creating good content and, you know, just, even if it doesn't do well, just stepping out that comfort zone, not doing it for numbers, just doing it because it makes me feel good. I definitely want to travel more. The last time I've ever traveled was 5th grade summer vacation.
I'm so sorry, bro. This is so fucking, like, come on, dude. Like, no music, no nothing. Like, nobody wants to just hear you talk. Like, come on. Like, you could have came out with anything. This is what makes, I mean, if this is what makes him more happier than, you know, the streaming or whatever, you know, do whatever makes you happy. But I don't think anybody's gonna watch this. Like he said, he doesn't really care about, like, the views or whatever. But no way he actually prefers this than doing, like, his viewer community shit. No way.
And it was to Florida. That was the only time I've ever traveled. I've never been on a plane. I've never really just done anything. I guess main thing is with me is I feel like I don't have much life experience. I have been reading the positive comments. I do want to thank you guys, man. That means the world to me, bro.
Not only was this video terrible, but in it, he asked...
I knew I wasn't the only one. This shit is ass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna, like, watch that and be like, you know, it is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people to like the video and follow him on Snapchat so he can get his own Snapchat show, and even ask people to follow him on Snapchat in his comments. Now, obviously, with the first video back, I wanted to look at the comments to see what everyone else was speaking about and how they thought about it. Here are a few of my favorite comments underneath that video. One comment said, allegations got bro going on journeys and shit. Another comment said, bro laughing like he ain't do nothing. And finally, the last comment said, bro got possessed by EDP 445. After this video, Tyler was interviewed by Jason the Ween and Stable Ronaldo. Now, this interview was
I did not know this interview happened, so this is all new to me. I didn't really have too much to commentate on for the past 10 minutes because I already knew most of this, but I have not seen this interview. Jason and Weenie and Stable Ronaldo interview, I have not seen this.
extremely weird. During it,
oh yeah, didn't TNickelss also cut his hair like on some spiritual shit or something? I don't know, people be doing anything, man.
Tyler does state that he takes accountability for his actions and how he apologizes for what he did, but then goes on to state that he feels like he did nothing wrong and how he wouldn't apologize to the victim unless he actually hurt them.
Yo, you see the comments, bro? TNickelss, yo.
Honestly, it was 27 minutes of Tyler stuttering through his sentences and also contradicting himself the whole entire time. Even though he tries to show a changed version of himself during his vlogs, Tyler clearly shows a lack of care for the situation during the interview. Honestly, the whole interview was terrible. It was used for clip farming and clout, but
Definitely. I'm not gonna lie though, if I get on, like, if I'm ever under any heat as like somebody that's known, like say once you get known by like at least the internet or even real life, if I were to ever get under any fire, the last thing I'm doing is an interview. The reason I think people even do it is because they're trying to clear their name, but the way society is, no matter how, like, it's probably like a good 10% chance that you're gonna clear your name, but you're most likely just digging yourself in a bigger hole. So I wouldn't have even done this. I'm gonna keep it above.
But Tyler did say some weird things in rebuttal to
Not
Stable
that I'll be in this
Ronaldo and
situation
Jason.
anyways.
I'll spare you the majority of the interview because it was kind of terrible, but here are just a few clips that I found were the most important to show Tyler's thinking after the exposed video.
What was going on, but that doesn't really help you at all because she's.
They're saying mention legal age. I mean, yeah, but it's.
Can you agree that there is a mental like there's a difference between a 20-year-old mentally and a 17-year-old mentally? Can you agree there's a difference?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I mean, yeah, there's probably a difference, but I mean, like, I feel like
Probably no, bro. There is, like, real shit. There is.
you
Maturity
still, like,
wise.
maturity, what, like, not fully mature, yeah, but you still have, like, you know, like, I mean, like, you still can say, you still can have thoughts, you know what I mean? But yeah, there probably is a maturity difference though, but yeah, so we'll say that. I haven't really watched that. I really haven't watched that full video, but yeah, I mean, everything. I don't think anything in there would be a lie, because why would you lie about anything? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the going rounds on, Discord was real, wise.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so fucking crazy. Not even the age part, right? Not even the age part. Alright, peep this. You're on Discord. You're literally on Discord having e-sex. You're on Discord having e-sex. That sentence alone is crazy. That literally blows my shit, right? Pause. Resume. Now, let alone, it's a minor. That is crazy.
So what was that like? Having you elaborate to some people who don't know what that is?
I mean,
yes, with a 17-year-old.
I mean, we just talked, I guess.
Let me ask you, TNickelss, did you guys change the location to like France so you could have Paris?
Yo, Ronaldo's clip farming. This one.
No, I didn't. How? I did not do that.
Now, Tyler did try to come back to the YouTube platform by posting vlogs, reactions, and stream clips, but for the most part, every video flopped, with every video struggling to gain any type of traction. This was when Tyler would once again try to frame himself as the victim. In a video titled Living with...
Oh my god. Cutting, like, dude. Bro, you should have just like left the internet. Stop trying to come back.
Depression
Like,
and self-hatred. Tyler uses the first 15 minutes of this video to speak about his past and how he was bullied in high school for the way he looked and how it made him sheltered, and how he then turned to his online life.
what? Alright, hold up. What does you getting bullied in high school have to do with anything with touching minors? Please let me know. What does that have to do with anything? This is what I'm saying. You should have just took your full, at least like maybe 4-month hiatus and then came back. What are you doing? Bro, let's just keep listening.
Life to make friends and relationships. This was Tyler setting the stage, in my opinion, for why he did what he did, or to try and get sympathy from his viewers. He then uses the next 8 minutes to speak about the situation with B and how it ruined his whole entire life. But this is where I found fault with the video, and I'll let you know why I found fault after you listen to some of this incoherent mess that Tyler spews during the last few minutes of the video.
You know, the ex at the time, or, you know, her, and we were feeling, you know, things were looking really good, and, you know, she saw that I had changed, and, you know, said that I was, you know, doing good to show that I wanted to be with her. Then obviously March came, and you guys know how that whole month went. March came, all that stuff had happened, and we were still fine. You know, a few weeks had passed, we were still okay, we were still fine. But then just randomly we just weren't. I don't know what it was, but she just, you know, didn't want to talk to me, didn't want to have anything to do with me, stopped responding, and, you know, I just had to deal with that.
I'm not low-key tapped in. Is he talking about the girl? Because if he is, what do you mean? Alright, so I'm not the one to talk about anyone, but like the eat it and shit, all that shit gotta go. I understand. I understand not everybody is like, you know, the same on planet Earth. You know, you gotta excuse some shit, unfortunately. But, you know, dating somebody through the internet that you've never seen in real life, and you're just like sitting on Discord all day having you know, doing that and things of that nature, that's low-key crazy. I think you need to walk outside and interact with real humans. Because imagine you're outside hanging with your friends and then you're like, oh, hold up, my girl calling me. I gotta go home. I'll talk to y'all later. And you see bro online on Discord later on D&D. What are you doing, bro? Like, this shit is not funny.
You know, I was just messaging her. I was getting no responses. Probably looked like a madman, just, you know, spamming the phone, hoping to get, you know, a text back. But nope. No, that's not what happened. So, bro, you know, I had lost. You know, I had lost her twice, and this time, it wasn't only just that. You know, I had lost all my friends, my online friends. I lost her. I lost, you know, the streaming, the YouTube. It didn't feel right.
Kind of feel bad. It's only about to cry.
I was just at this point where I was just like, now what? You know? What do I do now? You know, I tried recording a few videos, like reactions, but, you know, I wasn't passionate about that. I was just trying to post something. You know, I thought this is some filler post.
That money was running low. Hey, man, he woke up, checked that bank. Hey, man, he woke up. Listen. He woke up, got on his phone, checked his bank. Shit, I ain't had no money come in today. Fuck it. We got fuck them allegations recorded vid. Yo, that's mad crazy.
But it just sucks, you know? I just lost everything.
Now, here's my issue. First, when I started the script, Tyler set all of his videos to private on his YouTube account besides this one video. I felt at the time that Tyler was doing this purposely so that people knew that he was depressed and hates himself. But a couple days went by and he then added the videos back to his channel. But one video happened to be missing, that being the apology video, which was pretty weird. But it makes sense that Tyler is trying to sweep the situation under the rug.
The thing I don't understand about people privating videos, deleting videos, once like they get under some controversy, I hope you realize once you're already in that controversy, those people have those videos saved. They have those videos saved, screen recorded, screenshotted, all that. Even if you delete it, it doesn't matter. They're just gonna repost it. You're fried. You're cooked. You might as well just let the video linger. There's no point of deleting it. It doesn't make sense.
Because in the depression video, Tyler tries his best to speak around being exposed, using phrases like, then March came and all that stuff had happened, or with that thing that happened. Tyler never spoke about the situation, only spoke around it. And
oh yeah, facts. And motherfucker talking about then that shit happened. I'm trying to avoid the situation, but I mean shit, like, I mean, you did it, you feel me?
played the situation like he was a victim. Now, it honestly reminded me of the whole mini-led situation. Deleting the video addressing the allegations, posting a video trying to be the victim without giving context to the viewer, and trying to move on from the situation. When that doesn't work, they both just stop posting. This situation was weird, and Tyler tried to make it seem like he didn't do anything wrong. Even though he said he wasn't trying to blame B for anything, he still turned the internet against a 17-year-old girl because he took the good screenshots that showed B.
Yo, I'm not trying to be that guy, but god damn, you feel me? Like, at least before you set the camera up, get a haircut or some shit, man. Like your shit fried. Like, come on, like, and if you gonna not get a haircut, at least don't look this way. Like, I feel like in most of my videos, I'm like looking this way, or like I'm either looking like this, or you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, like for an example, right now, I got a hoodie on. You feel me? Like, I got a hoodie on. There isn't really too much to see. Like if I'm looking over here, you're not gonna see my shit fried. I'm looking over here, you're not gonna see my shit fried. But to be looking like in this direction, and for your shit to look like this. I know it says depression, but like, chill.
Having interest in him and showed it to his audience while deliberately avoiding the allegations.
Well, you had time to put the Apple Watch on, but you didn't have enough.
B in the first place. Tyler was almost 21 years old at the time of him talking to B, who was 17 and was speaking to Tyler since she was 16. That is textbook grooming. Anyway, you look.
Whoa. All right, hold up. He was almost 21 talking to a 17-year-old. 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, so I'm confused, actually, because I'm actually confused. All right, so earlier in the video, I think he said like 19 or 20 years old, right? So how did he jump from 19? Did this happen like throughout like a year or two or some shit? Like how did, but the thing is her age didn't move though. So if he was 19, 20 doing this, I'm confused, man, fuck it.
Look at it. Even if B made the first move by asking Tyler to be her boyfriend, he could have easily blocked her or set a boundary. But even then, he still lied to his audience by making it seem like he had no interest in her at first. But obviously he did, because if he didn't, it would have never have gotten to the point where it gotten to. Tyler admits what he did to B was weird and wrong. But I guarantee you, people will still defend him in the comments below. Just look under this video, and in the comments, I guarantee you that there will be people saying 20 and 17 aren't that far apart. And if you say that, then you have a lot of self-reflecting to do in your free time. Tyler used his power dynamic and persistence to have 7 to 9 rounds with a 17-year-old girl, and
that is still fucking crazy. I still can't get my mind past the fact that they was doing that over like this, bro.
But then backtracks on seeing her naked during the interview with Stable Ronaldo and Jason the Ween. But let's not let Tyler get away with this, and all of the people defending him need to realize that he is taking the steps to sweep this situation under the rug. And because he saw no harm in it the first time around, I believe he would do it again if he got the same attention that he received from B.
No, I'm not gonna lie. For the people that do it, I'm not gonna lie, like at least like 80% of them are gonna do it again. I mean, they do say it, like they're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it again." Yeah, you're gonna do it again, buddy. You did it one time, you know what I'm saying? Once a cheater, always a cheater.
From someone else. But subscribe to the channel to get us.
Anyways, that's the end of the video. How TNickelss ruined his life with one video. This is me going back to the allegations a year from now, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know, a year has passed pretty much, essentially. I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen it, I never really, like, even watched any videos on it. I just seen clips, etc. Now that I've actually sat down and, like, clearly, you know, seen, so I can get my own perspective on it, I'm not gonna lie, this whole situation is crazy. But, let me know. What do you think about this situation? Do you think what he did was wrong? Like I said, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, man.